Hey guys, Ed here. Appreciate you guys popping back in. Part 4 of our Fast and Furious charger build. And hopefully we're going to complete everything on this video here. We don't have a whole lot left to go. We got some suspension we're going to be doing. We got to get the tires on that thing. We got to get the body put onto the frame. And I think just a couple little odds and ends that we need to get worked in. And we're going to call this thing complete. I've got a storm going on outside today. A little hurricane passing by, and not really a whole lot for our area. We're getting, some winds and rain, but nothing we can't deal with. So we scooted on by that one, or it scooted on by us, I should say. So guys, let's go ahead. Let's get this thing started. That way we don't make this video too long. Let me get everything set up. We'll get this camera flipped around, and guys, welcome back to Models and Beers. Yeah, let's go ahead and pick right up where we left off on the last video, guys. That's going to put us into step 8 and 9. I do have all these parts already cut out and they are painted. I did that strictly to save some time. Let's take a look at step 8 here. This is what we're going to be working on at the moment. I did make a little bit of a boo-boo step, or part 20, the windshield wiper. Let me show you this. Alright guys, yeah, like I said, I made a little bit of a mistake. I jumped ahead of the instructions, which happens sometimes, and it's nothing that we can't get fixed, guys. Basically what had happened is that you were supposed to put in the windshield wiper motor prior to putting in your regular motor, because it sits in behind there. But there's enough space in there. We should be able to get some tweezers in there and get it mounted in its place. So, but yeah, it showed that going in first, and then your motor, and I went ahead and dropped the motor in there. But yeah, like I said, it's not a big issue. We should be able to get that fixed. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started, guys. Okay, guys, here is all our parts for steps 8 and 9. Like I said, I went ahead and cut all these out, got them cleaned up, and I shot them with a primer and paint. So that way we'd be ready to go and save some time in this video. We start off first with the master cylinder with for our brakes. And actually, let me go ahead and bring the sheet up. Alright, so here we go, guys. Step 8, part 20 is that windshield wiper motor that I forgot to put in prior to putting in my motor. So let's go ahead and tackle that, and then we'll move into the brake reservoir. And then we'll move into step 9, which is basically just our coolant system, our fan, our radiator shroud, and our horns. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. guys, really quick, I just want to point on something really fast and then we'll move on. All right, for some reason, Revell decided on these chrome pieces on the chrome tree that they, wherever the attach point is for the part to the sprue is the part that is showing on your finished model. And I don't get that because there's 3 or 4 areas here where if they'd have just attached it from the other side, it would have been hidden, you know, so I don't get that. And it caused us to have to repaint the our entire blower system and scoop on our motor because that was chrome pieces and the attached part was on the back of this scoop here. So I had to I didn't strip it, I primed it and then shot it in a rattle can chrome, that's what I'm trying to say. And again, on our tachometer here, let me get on camera. You can, I don't know if you can make that out or not. But right here is a white dot. Okay, and that's where the tack was attached to the sprue. Wish I could get a better view of that for you. But you know what I'm saying. It's anyways, it's that white spot there. That's not a glare. That's actually the sprue coming through where it had been cut. So now I need to go back and repair that, where on the other side of this tack, it just sits onto the steering column. So why wouldn't they attach it to that side where it's not going to be visible in the final build? And the same thing was with this master cylinder. Oops, where am I at? This little piece here, the reservoir, I guess, where you would keep your fluid. If you look, there's another white spot on the end of that I have to fix because that's sprue coming through where I ended up cutting the piece off of the sprue. And this other side, it just goes right into the back of that bell housing there. So isn't that crazy? So why would they not, you know, put the sprue points where the attachment is, I should say, in areas that are going to be hidden? But anyways, guys, it is what it is. We'll just touch those areas up, no big deal. And let's move on. Okay, guys, here we are, step 9, and these are the parts that make up step 9, 24, 25, 26, and 65. 65 seems to be the horns. We got the radiator, the fan shroud. Guys, let's go ahead and build this thing, man. All right, so that takes care of steps 8 and 9. We have all that assembled. Now we need to get our body put onto our car, okay, guys? Not my favorite part of building a car is getting the body on. For some reason, it seems as though when I'm trying to stretch things to get it over top of the frame, things are popping off, windows are popping out. So let's just hope for the best. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Okay, so that seemed to go okay. Not as much trouble as I thought it was going to be. It was a tight fit. You can see me fighting around with it here, trying to get the frame up under the body. But for the most part, once it was there, it's locked in tight. I'm not going to bother gluing it because it is a tight fit, and I'm not going to chance messing up my gloss paint job or whatever by applying the glue. It's on there nice and tight as it is. So, all right, there we. Okay, so the instructions have us taking our radiator piece here, that assembly we just put together, and that gets slid into the front. You can see the dotted lines there, and it's showing you where it needs to go. However, I cannot find a point to where it actually needs to, sit. See, to show you what I mean, I got this pushed in here. Okay, this is what we were just looking at, that our radiator assembly. And I did not glue it in yet, but it does slide back and forth. I can go either way with it at this point. I think what I'm going to do, because I can't actually find a landing place for this, it's like it'll keep going forwards all the way until it goes and the fan stops it, you know what I mean? So I'm not sure exactly where this needs to sit, this piece here. So I'm going to leave this unglued, and then I think when we go to put our front end in here, that's going to tell us where this needs to be. So for right now, we're just going to leave this sitting in here, not glued. And then, like I said, when we get into the front end here, we'll see what it has us doing, and maybe we can know where we need to glue that in at. So if that makes any sense, guys. So all right, moving on. All right, for this lower radiator hose, guys, I went ahead and pulled the radiator piece back out. Remember I said it wasn't glued yet, just for the ease of getting in here and gluing this line in. It seems like it'd be easier doing it this way than with tweezers and trying to fight around all them parts that are already in there to get to that spot. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, here we go. Step 10, our front end suspension. It looks a little bit confusing. I'm just seeing a whole lot of pieces and dots. So let's see if we can figure this thing out. Be right back. Alright, so here is the battery. I thought I was filming, but I wasn't, but it's just basically just painting and detailing is all I did on this. On the body of the battery here, I used a Sky Gray by Vallejo, okay, and the top is flat black, and I used, where is it, Scarlet Vallejo for the caps on top there. And the terminals, I used my chrome pen, okay, and then that's what we ended up with there. So that's ready to be dropped into the engine bay. And here's where we were at on our car, guys. Let me back out here just a little bit so we can get a better look at this. Alright, here's where we're at. We got our suspension done, our front end is done, our underside suspension is all completed. There's our drive shaft. Making progress. Long ways from perfect, but I'm not a car builder, and this is just for fun is all this is. So there we have it. So now, let's get the instruction sheet up. Be right back. Okay guys, so step 12 is tires. Let's get these things built and installed. Alright, so let's go ahead and end this video here, guys. We're into this thing 35 plus minutes as it is, and I don't like to run, hour-long videos. So that's complete step or part 4 of our Fast and Furious build, and we're going to have a part 5. We'll do the final reveal on the final video. But we are making progress, guys. We got a lot done this video, and we don't have much left to do. We got our front grille we got to put in, our headlights, our rear view mirrors, and a door handles, and then I think we call this thing done. But yeah, it's coming along great. Like I said, this car build for me is just all about having fun. I'm not a car builder, per se, but yeah, and I'm having fun with this one, guys. This is fun. And let's check out the motor. I'll put some pictures up at the end of this video, guys. That's sometimes the best way to see that. So, all right, guys, that's it. Everybody have a great week. I appreciate you guys popping in and watching my videos, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.